お砂糖はどうしますか？多め？普通？それともなしでしょうか？
Hello everyone, this is Jake, and today we'll be doing a review of the Genshin Impact's final closed beta test. The footage you see in this video will be all captured from PlayStation 4 Pro I have. And first of all, I gotta say, this has been a pretty fun experience. I mean, I'm definitely going to put more hours into it, but I think I've seen pretty much enough what game has to offer. So we'll get into what the game is like, how game plays, and overall my thoughts at the end. Before we get into review, I'm just going to mention how beautiful this game really is time to time, and how much I enjoy the game. But at the same time, there are some glaring issues that I need to mention at the end, so stay tuned for that. And I think if they really try hard for the final release of the game, like fix the things that's existing in the current beta, I think they can really push out a really amazing game at the end of the day. So enough of that, let's get into the review right away, and I will tell you all about the game, how the game system works, what kind of system there, and gachas and a lot of goodies as well. But let's get into it. So to start up with, we'll talk about the main NPCs in this game. These NPCs will help you out through your adventures, and they will sell essential ingredients and whatnot to help your adventures out. So first, NPCs should be the ones selling you pre-made foods, but she will also sell you all these ingredients that you'll be able to use to craft your own food and whatnot. And there's this another NPC. I think she might be deleted or maybe changed around for the final game, because she only sells a food ingredient at the moment, which Sarah does. So I think she's just an extension of Sarah at this point, so maybe she will be selling something else in the future when the final game actually comes out. But overall, she's just another NPC that sells a food ingredient at the moment. And right beside her, we have the alchemy NPC, and he helps you with the crucial parts of the game. So alchemy helps you craft all these materials to upgrade your characters with. The first few base upgrade of the character, you only need the lower tier materials, but as you go for higher upgrades, you need some higher materials. And alchemy helps you craft these items, as you can see right here. And you need these things to upgrade your character, as well as the weapon that I'm going to show right here. So it's a crucial part of the game that you're going to be managing your resources and crafting what you want, and also upgrading what you want to use. The next NPC, she's the one who's going to help you with a lot of your rewards for your daily quests, as well as the adventure rank rewards. Basically, as you do all these daily missions and quests and whatnot, you will get XP towards your adventure rank, and as you level up your adventure rank, you are able to get some nice rewards. I think there's up to level 35 within this game, or this closed beta test. And as you can see, there's all this list of quests to do, so it's pretty easy to keep on track on. You can set a marker on the map, whatnot. So it's a pretty nice system. The next NPC is also quite important, which is the blacksmith. Blacksmiths also sell some kind of gears, but I think this is basically just to use as upgrade your weapon XP. But also, when you get around these items around the maps, which is like irons and whatnot, you can use those to craft enhancement ores to upgrade your weapon XP. So he is pretty much crucial parts of the game as well, because you're going to need to visit him a lot to upgrade your weapon XP. And the last NPC is a little bit less important, but also important as well. Basically, as you do quests and whatnot, daily missions, you are able to get this material, as you can see that I have 22 of. Then you can buy the souvenir shop items, and you are able to use this to upgrade your character. And next we'll talk about cooking system. Cooking system is a pretty important part of the game. Think it's Breath of the Wild's cooking system, but better. That's what Genshin Impact's cooking system is. Long as you have a recipe, which you can also buy from NPC, and with the ingredients, you can easily make food easy and fast. And as you can see, all you have to do was press the button at the right timing, which is pretty nice window, and you are able to craft food pretty easily. And as you can see, sometimes some of your characters you get throughout the gameplay, some characters will have some bonus effects to create some special types of food. I haven't really seen it yet, but we'll see. And also each food have a different stats and like different effects, like bonus effects. Some food will give you like attack buff, some food will revive your dead allies, and some food will give you defense buff. Just think it's Breath of the Wild's food system overall, but better. And let's talk about Genshin Impact's combat. Genshin Impact has pretty unique combats, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And it kind of compares a little bit what they had in their previous game, which is Honkai Impact 3, which kind of focused on switching into different characters and doing combos and whatnot. And this game kind of extends by that a little bit and focuses way more into switching into different characters. Basically, each characters have different elements, and you can use their ability to stack up elements threshold onto the enemies. Then you can switch up to another character and combine into different elements and do bonus damage, extra effects, and whatnot. So this game is not about using single character and kind of dodging around and whatnot. This game's core gameplay is basically about using 4 different characters each time to stack up the elements and then use some unique combat style. And there's going to be a lot of different characters as the game progresses, in my opinion, because that's going to be their main kind of selling point of this game. That's how they're going to make money, by selling characters and whatnot. So this game is going to have all these different characters that you are able to get gachas and whatnot, and you are able to come up with your own playstyle and own unique combat. The next thing we're going to talk about is Statue of 7. Statue of 7 is basically upgrading your stamina and giving you other bonuses and whatnot throughout your adventure. So you can find these towers and you can activate it to set it as a teleportation points, but also you can offer these items that you find around the maps. Then you can upgrade your stamina, and as you level up, you're able to get different like bonus items. As you can see, you can also get the gems that you can use for the gacha, so which is pretty nice. And also, if you have a dead characters and you come to this point, you're able to revive them and fully restore their HP, long as you have a restoration power. And be aware, because some of these statues will be guarded with some special boss enemies. You need to defeat them first, so you're able to access the statue and use it as a teleportation and use to upgrade and heal your allies once again. But also there's one feature I forgot to mention with the statue, which you will see in a second, is unlocking basically a map. Your map will be grayed out when you first enter, so you need to access the statue to open up your maps like this, as you see right here. So let's talk about character progression and gear system and Genshin Impact. So Genshin Impact, each character has a max level cap. And each time you hit the level cap, you need to gather materials to upgrade your character to the next rank. And then you are able to unlock new talents, new skills, and whatnot. And with the base character, you're able to do that just by playing the game. But Gacha character is going to be locked behind, I'm assuming, getting duplication characters. And the artifacts, that's like the armor set in this game, but thankfully so far in closed beta test it seems like you can only get these from playing the game, like dungeons and other activities. So these are definitely not pay to win material yet, so hopefully it will stay that way. And there's a lot of these different set effects and whatnot, and you can combine, and each of them gives a different set effect. Some of them will focus on healing and defense, some of them will focus on attacks. So different characters and different skills will vary, and you're gonna have to mix and match to get the best option for these characters. But it's pretty fun system, and where you're gonna be spending a lot of time grinding them basically. And the weapons, I think, is also locked behind the gacha. The weapons does drop from like just playing the game, just like the artifacts, but the best weapon, like 4-star weapons, I only saw from the gacha. So the best I saw was a 3-star, which you can also get from gacha as well really easily. That's like the lowest tier you get. So maybe that's the whole point. The characters and weapons you need to pay gachas. Then the artifacts are the ones that you're gonna have to just farm it without pay to win stuff. And as you can see, I just upgraded my character to the next rank. Now my level cap has been from 20 to 40, and I unlocked new talents, which does more damage to my kind of ultimate skills, which is the rain, like whatever arrow. It just shoots the arrow from the sky, which is really, really cool. I really like Amber. And as you can see, you can level up your characters with these books that you find around the world as well. So you don't really get XP from like killing things. You need to find these books to basically level up your characters. So let's talk about the party system and how you set it up. So like I said earlier, you can bring up to 4 characters for each party, and you can choose and mix and match whatever you want at your choice. And they have 4 presets. Maybe they will keep out more in the future, or maybe you have to buy it to unlock more slots. But anyways, once you pick your party, you deploy it, and you can also see what kind of elemental bonuses you're going to have for the characters you have, so which is pretty nice to see and easy to tell. The UI is pretty nice for the party setup, I think. And as you can see, I just switch up my character, and she's uses different ultimates and whatnot than what I had before, which is like a lightning girl. But overall, I think it's a pretty smart system, and I enjoy quite a lot. So I think they learned a lot from Honkai to how to manage your party system and switch up around. So let's talk about elephant in the room, which is the gacha system in Genshin Impact. So Genshin Impact has a gacha system that includes 5-star weapons, which is I'm assuming the best weapon in game, as well as 5-star heroes. And basically gacha system called a wish. So you wish for characters to drop, and you can buy this gacha like tickets, whatever you want to call it, with the gems. And the gems you can get through playing the game here, but most likely you're gonna need to pay to get the reliable amounts to get the characters you want, because it's pretty low rates, I think. And basically you can get from up to 3-star weapons up to 5-star, and you can get up to 4-star characters up to 5-star characters. And I definitely have not got any single 5-star characters or weapons, so rates are pretty bad in my opinion so far from my experience. And also, I gotta say, the gacha effect is pretty cool. So, and also every time you roll gacha, you get this like stardust. Then you can use it to buy some different items within the shop, which is more gacha items or items to help you level up characters pretty quickly. But overall, this is what they have to do to survive, I guess, because nothing is free in this world. You know, it's most likely going to be a free-to-play game, so they're gonna have to make some kind of revenue systems to make a good amount of money to keep updating the game, bring out more characters and whatnot. And I know this is going to be controversial for a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to hate this game because of this gacha system. It sucks, but that's what it is, and you just have to deal with it. If you don't like it, don't play it, I guess. But at the same time, I think this game will be pretty manageable, free to play, hopefully. Closed beta test feels like it's not really a pay-to-win game yet, so we'll see. So let's talk about how to get those precious primo gems. I'm just calling it gems because it's easier to say. Basically, there are all these daily missions and whatnot throughout the world, and you are able to clear them, and you'll be rewarded with these gems, which you can spend on gachas and whatnot. Difficulty-wise, I don't think they're that hard from what I've played, but the amount of gems they give you is definitely not enough to get the characters you want. This is barely anything in my opinion. So to get the characters you want, you're really gonna have to pay for it. But like I said, there's farming like this daily bosses, which you also reward with the gem time to time. I think I might be wrong. I don't know. They could change around. I don't know. But like I said, they're definitely not gonna give away these gems easily because they're gonna have to make money. So this is gonna be one size they're not gonna give it up. It's just like Honkai Impact 3rd, which is another gacha heavy game in my opinion. You know, it's a nice game and pretty action packed, but you know, you're gonna have to pay in my opinion. But this is one of the way, and I think you get like gems from this. Maybe the first time only. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I don't even know what I'm talking. See, as soon as we start talking at gacha, this thing's just going south and things going bad. But anyway, another way to get the gems is opening some special chests around the map. And not this normal chest, they're not going to give you anything. This is a sky gem. But as you can see, sometimes you clear dungeons to unlock keys, then you can use these keys to unlock these special areas, like special gates. Then these chests will reverse with some special artifacts as well as gems right here. I got 40 out of here, which is pretty nice. And sometime unlocking waypoints will definitely give you some gems as well, which is tiny bits. Then also farming this like special chest with the runes around it, and there's some puzzles behind it. And I think they do give away, like every one of these I think gives away gem as well, because as you can see I got gems right here, which is only 5, but gems and gems. Another thing is doing expedition dungeons, and these dungeons, I think they're pretty difficult as you get used to level up, because the first time I tried it was pretty easy. Then this one is the level 21, and I thought it was a little bit challenging. It was definitely not hard, but definitely was harder than what the story version of it was. And there's all these gimmicks you have to clear, and I think this is another parts where I think it does better than Breath of the Wild, because I think these dungeons are more fun, more combat oriented and whatnot. Because dungeons in Breath of the Wild was pretty much trash in my opinion. This is the downside of the game. And with the Genshin's combat and like I think design of the maps are pretty nice, and they also have gimmicks like this where you have to shoot it down to create the wind to glide around to access the next floor. But basically, just think as a Breath of the Wild's kind of shrine quest and whatnot, but more action-packed, which is like just better than just non-action-packed game. But at the end, you can see the chest here. You kill the boss room, and once you kill the boss, you are able to get chests, which should give you those prime gems. That's pretty much what I found doing activities like this to gather gems. And it wasn't much, so I think you still have to pay to get the reasonable amount to get the characters you want to get and get the weapons you want to get, like guaranteed kind of level. And the final point of the review, or more like over a review of the game, I'm going to be talking about is a negative side, which is the performance issue of the game. And I know this is the final closed beta test. This is not the final version of the game, but the game is coming out later this year, or they're targeting to release this game later this year. And the console version, like I played on PS4 Pro, is absolutely garbage in terms of performance. Frame rates are just awful. I think they were targeting for 30 FPS, and game barely hits 30 FPS most of the time. And as you can see, this village I entered, it might look better because videos are rendered at the better frame rates. But basically, when I was entering that village, the frame drop I was having and the lags I was having was basically like entering Witcher 3 for the first time, like the huge village for the first time. And this new area that you will enter in the later play of the game, this area is way worse in terms of performance. Like you are basically going to be lagging all around everything you do. Even just walking around, looking around this map, this area just unlocked, it's going to be painful because like frame rate's barely stable. I think it dips to even lower than like 10 FPS time to time when you are engaged in combats. And like I said, combat is pretty action paced in this game, and you need to be switching around your characters and whatnot pretty fast to get the maximized like effects. The elemental stack up, so frame rate is gonna be a big problem for a lot of people. And I don't know, like I really love this game, but performance they showed so far, especially with this new area, is just so awful. And they only got a few months to make it work, and I know they're talented developers because they made amazing games, like graphic wise and performance wise on mobiles. And maybe this is the first time they're touching like PS4 and other consoles, so maybe that's why they're having trouble and just they need some time to optimize it. And hopefully a few months left until the release will help fix the performance issue of the game. But it's kind of disappointing, that's what I have to say, because it's also disappointing because I really enjoyed overall what they had for this closed beta test. And I never thought performance would be the only negative side I can really talk about this game, because everything else I can deal with and I can enjoy. It's just the performance is such a big thing that blocks you away and just stops you from having fun time on time, especially this area. Like this area is amazing in terms of visual wise. It's much more breathtaking than the first area that you visit. So all this landscape and the lake area is just so nice to see, as you can see in the background. But the frame rate is just... I hope they really target for like lock 30 FPS at least for the launch. because I know I saw PC versions, and PC version even does have some frame rates around this area, so this area needs gonna need a lot of optimization works and whatever other future area they're gonna have. But yeah, hopefully MiHoYo got enough time, which is a few months. Maybe they have to delay the game. Maybe that will need to happen to make sure the game runs perfectly fine on all platforms. But anyways, that's pretty much the only negative thing I can say about the game. And this game is just so beautiful, and filled with love and passion. And I just really hope they can fix all these bugs, crashing, frame rate issues on the final release. And I really want to see this game succeeds. And my review of this game is pretty much it. I think this is a must-play game if you like these types of game. If you like the Breath of the Wild, even if you don't like Gacha, I think it's worth playing for the free-to-play, like just to play with the base characters. I think this game is just so much fun even with the base characters. And if you're willing to pay a bit, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun in this game. So hopefully, fingers crossed, MiHoYo is gonna get the shits together and optimize the game by the release. Anyways, this has been Jake. Thanks for watching my review of the final closed beta test of the Genshin Impact on PlayStation 4 Pro. And I'll see you guys next time with more video. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.